Hello everyone, myself E. Joshita from Triply Department. Today I am going to explain about Debrogolis hypothesis. Contents: Debrogolis hypothesis, determination of Debrogolis wavelength of matter waves, Debrogolis wavelength in terms of kinetic energy, Debrogolis wavelength of electron, properties of matter waves. De Broglie's hypothesis. Louis de Broglie in 1924 suggested that, like radiation, matter also have a dual nature. According to de Broglie, every moving particle is associated with a wave called matter waves, or matter waves are defined as waves associated with moving particle. Determination of de Broglie wavelength of matter waves. Wavelength of matter waves can be calculated as follows. Let us consider a photon of mass m moving with velocity c. Then the energy of photon is given by E is equals to h nu. Represent this as equation 1, where h is Planck's constant, mu is frequency of photon. From Einstein's relation, we have E is equals to mc square. Represent this as equation 2. Equating equation 1 and equation 2, we get h mu is equals to m square. Represent this is equation 3. We have V is equals to c square by lambda. Substitute equation 4 in equation 3. H into c by lambda is equals to mc square. By cancelling c, we get h by lambda is equals to mc. Lambda is equals to h by mc. For a particle with a velocity v, de Broglie wavelength, that is lambda is equals to h by mv, lambda is equals to h by p, where lambda is wavelength of matter waves, which gives wave nature. P is momentum, which give particle nature. The above equations are de Broglie wave equation for wavelength. De Broglie wavelength in terms of kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of a moving particle E is equals to half mc square. Multiplying and dividing RHS by m. E is equals to half mv square into m by m. E is equals to m square v square by 2m. E is equals to mv whole square by 2m. E is equals to p square by 2m. P square is equals to 2me. P is equals to root 2me. Substituting P is equals to root 2me in de Broglie equation. Lambda is equals to h by p. Lambda is equals to h by root 2me. Represent this as equation 5. The above equation is de Broglie wavelength in terms of kinetic energy. De Broglie wavelength of electrons. Let us consider an electron of mass m and charge E accelerated through a potential of V volts. Then the energy required by electron is E is equals to EV. They represent this as equation 6. Since a electron is accelerated, kinetic energy is associated with electron. E is equals to half mv square into m by m. E is equals to m square v square by 2m. E is equals to mv whole square by 2m. E is equals to p square by 2m. Represent this as equation 7. Equating equation 6 and equation 7, we get p square is equals to 2mev. P is equals to root 2mev. Substituting p value in de Broglie equation, we get lambda is equals to h by p. By substituting the p value, lambda is equals to h by root 2mev, where m is mass of electron, E charge of electron, V potential, H Planck's constant. Substituting H, M, E values, we get lambda is equals to 12.26 by root 3. The above equation represents wavelength of electrons. Properties of matter wave. According to de Broglie hypothesis, the wavelength of matter waves is lambda is equals to h by mv. If mass is less, then the wavelength associated with it is greater. If velocity is less, then the wavelength associated with it is greater. If v is equal to 0, lambda is equals to infinity, that is, the wave is undetermined. If v is equals to infinity, then lambda is equal to 0. This shows that matter waves are generated by motion of particle. The matter waves are independent of charge, that is, every particle in motion, either charged or uncharged particle, is associated with a wave. The velocity of matter waves is greater than the velocity of the light. Thank you.